It's recording. You can move around, zoom in and zoom out, zoom into the video and video plays.
Okay, this video. Like how to do it? Open it.
You have to do with your hand.
This is very difficult. Better to keep it in the hand.
Okay, you can keep it in your hand.
Good evening. So to begin with, Vidyajyoti is a primary education project. It's an annual year-long initiative by the Social Service League of St.Stephen College, where the first and the second year junior members of college teaches the kids of GTB Nagar Basti after college hours. We have under this project we have around 30 kids and more than 50 plus junior members. Today we are here to celebrate our annual day 2017. Now I would request our principal, Professor John Burgess, to come and say a few words. I would request our principal, Sir Professor John Burgess, to come out here on stage and say.
Good afternoon, everybody. Very good. Say that loud. Good afternoon. Very good. Why did you come here today? Dance program. Very good. I also came here to see your dance program. Okay? You practiced a lot? You practiced a lot for the dance program? So you do your dance very well? Yes. Very good, very good. You know, all these bhaiyas and didis, you know what they do? They study here and they do their job well. Bye bye.
सर ने अभी अभी ये कहा कि हम लोग जो आपको पढ़ाते हैं वो यहाँ पे उतनी ही मेहनत से खुद भी पढ़ाई करते हैं और फिर आपको भी पढ़ाते हैं.
Okay, so you must, whatever you do, you should do well, whether it is studying or whether it is eating or बेटा। अब तुम लोग का प्रोग्राम क्या चलाता? अरे एनुअल डे है, और एनुअल डे कौन मना रहा है? लोग सारे मना रहे हैं ना। तो तुम लोग को क्या कहते हैं? विद्या ज्योति। क्या है? विद्या ज्योति के नाम से हमें बताया गया कि भाई विद्या ज्योति का आज जो है यहाँ प्रोग्राम है ना, ये बताइए। यही तो है बात है। कितने बच्चों को पता है हमारा विद्या ज्योति? ओके, अब विद्या का क्या मतलब होता है? दिमाग में बात है ना विद्या। और ज्योति किसे कहते हैं? जो प्रकाश, ज्योति है ना ज्योति। तो विद्या की ज्योति तुम्हारे दिमाग में आनी चाहिए। विद्या की ज्योति कहाँ चमकती है? दिमाग में चमकती है ना। तो अभी हमें विद्या ज्योति का मतलब क्या? दिमाग में चमकती है। ठीक है, तो अब तुम लोग जितने भी प्रोग्राम करोगे उसमें हमें दिखाई देना चाहिए कि तुम्हारे दिमाग की ज्योति जल रही है कि नहीं जल रही है। ठीक है, तो समझ गया विद्या ज्योति का मतलब। अब आप तुम्हारी ज्योति चाहिए। सबको बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
प्रोग्राम को शुरू करने से पहले मैं एक उस व्यक्ति को धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा जिसकी वजह से आज हम यहाँ पे खड़े हैं। वो व्यक्ति हैं मुकुल के दादाजी श्री ओम प्रकाश। उनकी वजह से ही ये प्रोजेक्ट इतना दूर आ पाया। इतना प्रोग्रेस हमने इस प्रोजेक्ट में उन्हीं की वजह से किया। और दुखद बात है कि पिछले वर्ष ही उनका देहांत हो गया। सो उनके लिए हम 2 मिनट का मौन धारण करना चाहेंगे, उनको अपनी प्रार्थनाओं में याद करना चाहेंगे। So, can we have 2 minutes of silence? धन्यवाद आप सभी का। हम यही आशा करते हैं कि वो जहाँ पर भी हो वो हमें अपना आशीर्वाद देते रहे। वी प्रोग्रेस फ्रॉम हिज ब्लेसिंग्स एंड उनके साथ ही साथ हम जो और लोगों सावित्री आंटी और पूनम आंटी का भी धन्यवाद करना चाहते हैं। वो उनका कांस्टेंट सपोर्ट हमारे साथ था इस प्रोजेक्ट के दौरान। उनका भी इस प्रोजेक्ट में आभार। I would like to invite Dolly and Aniket, the 2 kids who will be anchoring right now for this whole program. Dolly and Aniket.
Namaste. I am Aniket and I am studying 7th class. We welcome you all to our annual day.
Namaste. I am Dolly and I study in 11th class. हम आप सबके हमारे एनुअल डे में स्वागत करते हैं।
I would like to call Shubham for a short speech.
Shubham is going to share his experiences with Vidyajyoti. वो अपने अनुभव को हमारे साथ साझा करना चाहता है।
Good evening, everybody. I am Aditya Pandey of class 9 and I am a Vidyajyoti student. It has been 2 years since I have been involved in Vidyajyoti, and in these 2 years I have made amazing memories. I remember in the beginning when Bhaiya and Didi used to come to our home to teach us. I used to feel very awkward, but then over time I saw this as opportunity to get to know them. I love being taught by them. I understand better when they teach me. When there are long holidays, I get bored at home. I miss them. And when they come after long days, I feel good and excited. We enjoy going to the college every Saturday. They take us to the college and there they teach us social values through painting, workshop on health and hygiene, etc. amongst all these everyday events. I like the puppet show the most, wherein Bhaiya Desi explained about road safety. Annual day is my favorite. We are very excited to show you our talent.
Dance is hidden language of soul.
This is the unraveling of a story about this little boy and many others like him. It is also a story about a lot of other students who met these children at a certain point in time and decided to at the same time teach and be taught by them. Our pupil is from St.Stephen's College, situated in Vidyajyoti. As one of the many colleges of North Campus, Stephen's is reputed as being among the most coveted institutions of the country. It is here that our story starts. Not long ago, almost 2 years back, in 2014. It was a normal day here in St. Stephen's College, but not Sambat and graduate students of the college who, as part of an internship, had to undertake a survey which is concerned with the implementation of the RTE Act. The right of children to free and compulsory education, or the RTE Act of 2009, works to ensure free and compulsory education to all children within the age limit of 6 to 14 in government schools. The RTE also requires all private schools, except minority institutions, to reserve 25% of its seats for the poor and other categories. It is with respect to the latter provision that this survey was undertaken by them. They didn't have to look very far. Within a 5 to 10 kilometer radius of the college, they found at least 2 to 3 places from where they could conduct the survey. It was in one such area that this happened.
So it all started when Samved was working for this NGO. Samved was a senior of mine, and this NGO was working for slum children, especially in and around Delhi, where there was 25% reservation for underprivileged children in private schools, in all schools. So this NGO would conduct surveys and get details of students who can't afford to go to these fancy private schools and then get them enrolled. So that is how we went to different slums in and around Delhi. There was Rageshwaya, there was Amal David from Math, there was Rohan from Math, and then there was me and Samved. And that is when we first visited this village where now we have Vidyajyoti. So the first time we went to this village, this was different from other villages because the kids were really enthusiastic about learning and everything. I still remember the first time we went in, like my Hindi wasn't great and I spoke very broken Hindi, but these kids would come, behind us and then they would ask you to teach them. And I was surprised by the fact that none of the other villages, we met children, we talked with them, but they did not ask us to teach them. So these kids were very enthusiastic. They were like, can you teach us English the way you speak? And I was really moved. So were all of us there. It struck Rageshwaya that we should ask SSL to adopt this village and start this. So it was in my year, I think it was Vito and Harman who spearheaded this entire project. I remember Prachi and Manukai were also part of. I'm not very sure if I'm naming all of them, but it was an entire SSL project where we sat together and we discussed the syllabus. But we couldn't apply that syllabus to that village because even kids from say 5th standard did not know basic math and English at that point in time. I'm pretty sure that they're a lot better right now, and that is obviously because of art, art year, and then the second years who put in their effort to do it. And I think that's how Vidyajyoti was born. I think it's a brilliant project, and I wish all the luck for the future.
The Social Service League, or the SSL, is the most largest and the most active society in the college. Founded in 1912 by W.F. Ireland and C.H.C. Shaw, it works for the betterment of the underprivileged section of the society. The SSL organizes several events and is actively involved in lots of other projects and schemes. But even for the SSL to provide education to a batch of kids in a space removed from the college seemed to be a huge undertaking. So it was decided that to get help, SSL reached out to a government-funded NGO, Primary Education Needs in Community or PENCIL, in getting out a framework about how to go about the project and the initial work we had to do. And work we had. Since it was GTV who had the need to teach our course, we decided on carrying out our project there itself. But where exactly in the area was something we needed to negotiate by ourselves. We had to go around the area looking for a place to conduct our sessions. We even went to the police station asking for an isolated place where we could teach the kids. Finally, we decided to manage classes from within the houses of the respective students from GTV. The parents from the beginning were very cooperative and gave us their consent to start the project. And then we had to finalize a name. We wish we could give you a story behind the genesis of the name. But the truth is that the name was kind of a spontaneous outburst by one of the coordinators. To spread the light that is wisdom, Vidyajyoti. We kept a volunteer meeting, many people signed up, and Project Vidyajyoti was on. It is not a steady road after that. The volunteers quickly found out that teaching them all subjects would be a humongous task, so they decided to stick with English and mathematics. The proficiency of the students in these subjects was not a par with the grade that they were studying in. Students studying in 9th and 10th grade often didn't know the basics of mathematics, nor English.
Sharing my initial experiences with Vidyajyoti, it was in my second year when SSL collaborated with an NGO called PENCIL, and our student volunteers used to go to this school near Kamlanagar and teach there in the evening. First thing was to find a place, and I'm thankful to Kevin and Manu to figure out this place near GTV Nagar metro station. And the next thing was to convince the parents, and we had to convince them this is something which we are doing for good. And we somehow convinced them, and the project got kickstarted. The very first weeks, it was really hard because we had less volunteers, less students, but slowly the project started gaining momentum and pace. More students joined, more volunteers came in, and the very biggest thing we did that year was the annual day, which was conducted in our college. When both students and parents came there, we had cultural events, we had a lot of fun, we had few certificates were given away, and that was the biggest project SSL had ever took. And I'm glad that it's been few years and it's still running successfully, because the only reason behind any project to run successfully is the enthusiastic participation of volunteers. I thank all the first, second and third years who used to work with us during that time, who are still working, and the new members who joined in to this family. And I'm glad that it's been few years and it's still going good. Congratulations for all the figures behind this project, and all the best.
Our volunteers had their work cut out for them. They had to coax and often scold the kids to come regularly for classes. One such incident which stands out is that of Rahul's. Rahul was a 7th grade student who attended classes with the Vidyajyoti team in GTV. But getting Rahul to class was not an easy task. He used to suddenly disappear in the middle of classes, and eventually the volunteers would find him playing in the nearby playground. Constant persuasion, and gradually Rahul buckled up. He started showing interest in his studies. He's now a wonderful boy who's a role model to other students. Through incidents like this, we realized that to get the kids' attention was very hard, as personal attention was something that was very much alien to them. This is because most government schools, there's a huge disparity with respect to the number of teachers and the number of students who attend classes. The most recent survey, which appeared in the Hindustan Times, shows that for every 80 students, there is only one teacher. Such a huge difference was often the result of low salary, undedicated teachers, and lack of recreational facilities. This often demotivated the students a lot of them dropping out from their respective schools. Vidyajyoti aspires to bring about an environment more conducive to the students, a more holistic development of them. For this, we have embarked on various awareness talks and campaigns like traffic awareness campaigns, medical camps, and so on. Some of our volunteers went and talked to the community on the occasion of Diwali about the environmental concerns and health hazards in using fireworks, which led to a significant decrease of pollution from that area.
Vidyajyoti, in some senses, is the first of its kind, which was organized by the Social Service League of St.Stephen's College. Most of our events, say New Year program, Rudra dinner, blood donation camps, or evening classes, they are primarily confined to the students and a particular section of the staff in the college. It was in the academic year 2013-14 that we thought of an outreach program which would be an innovation of its kind. And this program was organized for the first time in a school near Barkaganj named Nehru Kutia. In the following academic session, 2014-15, the program was extended to a basti near GTV Nagar, and it has been running successfully for the last 3 years in that basti. And the Social Service League has now almost adopted that village in the sense that we are working towards the overall development of the people inhabiting that area. I have got multiple opportunities to interact with the parents and the children who are involved with this program. And I was always delighted to see light on their face. The light which was shared by the volunteers of Social Service League to them in the form of Vidya or education. I wish all success to this particular program, and I hope that more programs of this kind would be organized by the Social Service League, and it would benefit larger sections of the society. I also exhort all the volunteers of the society to imbibe the spirit of service, and when they go and work in the world at large, they will share with them what they have received from this institution, particularly through the Social Service League. I also thank the coordinators of this program, those who have worked hard to share the light of education to the society at large.
reached out to Teach for India to enhance our teaching experience. The Teach for India, or TFI, started conducting two-day workshops for all volunteers at the beginning of the academic year. They taught us how to keep the students' morale up, how to make lesson plans, how to personally engage with students, and how to make the classes more interactive. Their contribution to the project cannot be undermined. From then on, the classes started having a proper and definitive structure. We now have a pre-planned syllabus, sourced from existing CBSE and ICSE syllabi. We schedule 2 hours 30 minutes for English and mathematics each on a weekly basis. Weekly assessments and buffer worksheets in the forms of quizzes, puzzles, pictorials are also being included into class. TFI encouraged us to make learning sessions more engaging and productive for both volunteers and students. Following up on their suggestions, we have had poster making sessions, yoga classes, karate classes, movie screenings, writing workshops for both volunteers and students in the college.
So it all started with an urge to make a difference. People who are close to me know how much it matters to me to work towards an education system that caters to the students according to their potential and skills. And Vidyajyoti gave me that platform. From volunteering 2 to 3 hours a week to leading a project today, it has been a wonderful journey. A journey with a goal that one day all the kids from the GT community will become responsible and compassionate adults working to achieve their dream. And after 3 years of interventions, we can see the difference we have created. I take pride in saying that every year, all our volunteers work day in and day out to reach this goal. These kids today have a dream they think they can achieve. I will say they believe they can achieve. Every kid here has gained the courage to question what is right and what is wrong. They have realized that they are the future of this community. Bring down that wall and let the kid you come out and just enjoy the entire process of teaching and learning. It's a two-way process, as I always say. And teaching these kids for past 2 years, I learned a lot of things, but one of the major things that has impacted my life is such would have been finding fun and joy in small things, which we as others have forgotten to do. And I think that is the life of us. And I hope you have your major learnings from things as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful journey ahead. And thanks a lot for being a part of this project.
We are also organizing an annual day for all the students of Vidyajyoti, which is primarily a platform to showcase their various talents. For this, half an hour of every day's classes is being taken to practice for the show. A wide array of musical performances, dance performances, recitals, elocution, and much more are being presented. The enthusiasm of the kids, their insatiable drive to give it all they got, makes you forget about the long hours of classes that you have sat in the entire morning. Thus, Vidyajyoti keeps progressing. The effort and dedication of our volunteers and the students keep rising with the coming of each year. There are, however, a lot of such impoverished places in and around their areas requires such help with basic education and recreation. If one college can create such an impact in one place, One can just imagine the larger picture if students from other colleges get involved in theatre. At present, there are 16 faculties, 86 academy departments, 77 colleges, and 5 other recognized institutes spread all over the city. With 1,32,435 regular students, which includes 1,14,494 undergraduates and 17,941 postgraduates. There are also 2,61,160 students in non-formal education programs of this. UG students make up 2,58,801 plus 90 students are in Vidyajyoti, all this while in a nascent stage, has now grown into its true potential. It works to both give and seek inspiration from everything around us. And so, it will continue to learn side by side, grow little by little, spread light that is.
हमें आशा है कि ये डॉक्यूमेंट्री आपको पसंद आई होगी। नृत्य नाच गाना हमें बहुत प्रिय है। यह हमें एक नई दिशा, नई दुनिया में पहुंचा देता है। इसलिए आपके लिए एक डांस परफॉर्मेंस प्रस्तुत करना चाहते हैं।
Dance is hidden language of soul.
is a teenager from the Swat Valley of Pakistan, a region bordering northeast Afghanistan, a place defined by high mountains, green meadows, clear waters, and bloody conflict. By the age of 12, Malala was an activist. In 2009, she wrote a diary for the BBC, which described the atrocious deeds of the Taliban and advocated equal opportunities and education for women. In 2011, Malala was nominated for the International Children's Peace Prize, and in December of that year, received Pakistan's first National Youth Peace Prize for her efforts. She also received death threats. Malala was repeatedly warned by the Taliban to be silent, to immediately discontinue her public criticisms, and and to stop speaking out for the rights of an obviously inferior gender. In the eyes of the Taliban, Malala and all women were to submit and accept their place in the order of things. But Malala was not silent. On October 9, 2012, as Malala Yousafzai and other girl students were riding home from school, armed gunmen halted the vehicle and opened fire. 2 other girls were seriously wounded. Malala was shot in the head. At the age of 15, for the terrible crime of insisting that girls had the right to get an education, to better themselves, to break the cultural shackles which imprison them, Malala Yousafzai was the enemy. To the Pakistani Taliban, her words were as dangerous as any weapon of warfare because they challenged the order of things, because they insisted that fanatical men did not deserve to be the masters of her world, because they were spoken by a defiant, free, female voice. For this, the Pakistani Taliban declared war on a little girl, because she was the symbol of the infidels and obscenity. But Malala did not die. She escaped death by inches. And her recovery has inspired millions across the planet.
डोली, शिवानी और संध्या अब गाने जा रही है अल्लाह वारिया।
दिव्यप्रीत।
Thank you so much. came into force. Yesterday it was this day. We generally have flag hoisting ceremony in many institutions. Some of us do attend it, and for others it is merely another odd day. It is important for us to realize that we are the ones who can improve our nation. We need to make India clean, safe and green. So this year, let us take the pledge to not just show nationalism but also feel it. Long live India, Jai Hind.
Now we'll have the final dance performance by the girls on pink and pole.
भी आए उन्हें थैंक यू कहना चाहते हैं। जीटीबी नगर से सारे पेरेंट्स को, सावित्री आंटी जी को, पूनम आंटी जी को, जो हर रोज हमारे साथ बच्चों के साथ प्रैक्टिस करने भी आती थी। हम सबको थैंक यू कहना चाहते हैं। आपके बिना ये प्रोग्राम सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो पाता।
I'd like to thank the Choreography Society and the Music Society for preparing the kids so well for dance and songs. Aina, Daita, Rose, Aparna, I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Major, Abhinav, all those people. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Rahul. Awesome.
Good evening everyone. Adding on to my colleagues' words, I would like to take this opportunity to present my sincere gratitude and what shall I say? Dedication. I put forward with my friends, namely Anson, my director sir, and for the nice stories of Benjo, scripting by John, and the immense dedication which actually wet my eyes by editing which was done by Thomas Francis. It was actually a 13-hour long process. We sat in front of laptop yesterday at 9 o'clock and Thomas, like, he stood up today at 2. So he didn't eat anything, drank anything, he was like truly dedicated, and it actually made me cry before them. See, I once again thank all four of them for their wonderful work towards this Vidyajyoti. Thank you.
I would like to thank all the first year junior members who helped us in organizing the events, especially those who were part of decorations and logistics. And in the end, those who came yesterday, especially members who, came running in rain and Rose and all were there. And I would like to thank all the first year members.
Thank you so much everyone.